Hi, this is Angie Goodry, and I chose to do question number 8 from Chapter 3. The typical sequence of phonics instruction. First, you would start with blending and segmentation of words. Blending is the process of taking each individual sound and putting them together to form a word, and segmenting is the process of taking the word and breaking it down into each individual sound. Like the poster on, or like the image on this slide, I would start with the beginning sound, and we would touch our shoulder and say k, touch our elbow and say the vowel sound ah, touch our wrist and say the final sound t, and then run our hand down our arm and say the entire word together, cat. Single consonants and short vowel sounds and closed syllables. These are your word family words. Then consonant, vowel, consonant E syllables. The vowel will usually be long in these words, like in the word fine or hate or use or cane. Then consonant blends. A consonant blend is a group of 2 or 3 consonants in a word that make a distinct sound. For example, the spl in the word splash. You can hear all of the individual sounds, but they're put together to form one sound. Like in the word blocks, the BL, you can hear bl, but you can hear both letters, but it makes the distinct sound for that blend. Consonant digraph is when 2 consonants come together to make one sound. You cannot hear the individual letters in these in a consonant digraph. For example, CH says ch. Open syllables, it's a syllable that ends in a vowel, and usually it's a long vowel sound, like in the word he. Vowel digraphs and diphthongs are 2 vowels together that make one sound, and it does not necessarily have to be either of the individual vowels that you hear. Next would be words with silent letters. These are very difficult for students to remember how to spell because you cannot hear the letters when you say the word. For example, the K in the word knee. Most students forget that whenever they're writing. Then you would move on to common prefixes and suffixes. Those are letters added to the beginning or ending of a word to create new meaning. Also, R-controlled words, or syllables, or consonant LE syllables. My students would think it was funny when I called it a bossy R, because it would make the vowel change its sound. And then consonant LE words create a final syllable where the E is silent. And finally, Latin and Greek roots. The root of the word is the part of the word that carries the meaning, and if we understand what that word means when we add prefixes and suffixes, then we can understand what the word means while we're reading. Thank you.